Hi, everybody. Good evening. Today, I will be talking about the benefits of mentoring. Hi, hi, hi. As you can see, welcome and thank you very much for joining me on my live today. So, today we are looking into something that has made a massive difference in my life and in the life of so many others, which I would maybe along the line mention, and it is mentoring. And just, you know, talking about the benefits of mentoring. But before I continue, I'm just going to share this live. Let me just share it so that if anyone, I like sharing knowledge. I like sharing, sharing for impact, sharing for growth. We are not an island. We need people to grow. We need people to make it. We can't live in isolation. So just give me 1 minute, and I'll just quickly share this live to create awareness. Let's see. Yep, yep, yep. So just give me 1 minute, and I'll just quickly share this live to know this is gonna work. Okay, so I'm sharing that awareness. See, there you go. I have shared the live. So thank you for joining my session today. Today I'm going to be talking about the power of mentoring or the benefits of mentoring. And I welcome you into my live session this evening because the truth is, whether you're talking about your business, whether you're growing a brand, even if you're just navigating life and life challenges, you're becoming a new mom, you're starting a new school, you are doing something new or doing something different, your child has become a teenager and you've never had a teenage child before. You are you have a child that maybe perhaps has just been diagnosed with someone, as someone on the spectrum, for example. You need a mentor, you need somebody. Having the right mentor or having the right person can make this journey, whatever that journey is, a lot easier for you. Okay, so why does having a mentor, why does it matter? That's a very important question. Why does mentoring matter? Why mentoring matters? Why do you think it's important, right? Why? Why does mentoring matter? A very important question. Why does mentoring matter? Why does it matter? It's a very, very vital question. So, honestly, the honest truth is it matters because nobody, no one, you or me, listening to me today or catching the replay has it all figured out. I mean, if we all knew exactly what to do, maybe the world would have, you know, been, I don't know how the world would have looked like. I don't know what it would have been. And you know what? It's okay because you do not need to know everything. You don't need to. That would be too much of a burden on you. I don't even know if our brain can handle knowing everything, right? Or handle you figuring it out every time at once. I'm not sure that our brain can handle that. But even if our brain can, you probably do not have it all figured out because we are a world of diverse culture, we are a world of diverse beings, we are a world of diverse people. We are just a whole world full of people from different walks of life, right? So, and honestly, that it's okay. So, a mentor is someone who's just a few steps ahead. Okay, I'm a mom of two children. I have a 13-year-old, for example. My mentor, I can decide that, oh, I want a mentor, because my son is now a teenager, right? I might decide that I need someone, you know, who I share the same moral values with or who I share the same values with that has a teenager but older, perhaps 4 years in the journey. So maybe their own teenager is 17. You see, so I can decide that that might be the best person for me because they are steps ahead. They have survived age 13. They are going to survive age 14 and they've survived 3 years. So they are ahead of me. Okay. They have been through what I'm going through right now. So they already passed through it, and they can help me to avoid any mistakes they may have made, or make, any mistake that they've seen in their journey. They may say, okay, oh, this is what happened, or when I did this. And because I've done this, it didn't work. I don't think you shouldn't even try it because it's not likely to work. Do you understand? They help you to avoid the mistakes they make, and they equip you, or they fast track your growth and give you clarity sometimes when you're feeling stuck. Okay? That's it. That is who a mentor is. So, in summary, a mentor doesn't just give you advice. A mentor is not just someone you go to ask for advice. Sometimes they even challenge you. You ask them a question and they give it back to you. Say, okay, what do you think? Give you some pointers, right? They support you on your journey. They do that. They're always there for you, right? And they help you to unlock your potential, because we all have hidden potentials, and sometimes we don't know that it exists. It's only when someone points it out to us that we then realize, oh wow, I could do this, or I have this knowledge, I can, so this is what a mentor is to you. This is one of the benefits of mentoring. This is why it matters. Okay. So moving on to another, a subtopic or a subject, the next thing, which is top three benefits of mentoring. One of them is perspective. I just decided to limit it to three because I could tell you how many ways mentoring is so beneficial, but I'm limiting it to three, of course, in the interest of time. Perspective. Perspective. Okay. So a mentor sees the big picture, right? They can help you to, look out. Like, people are always try to look in, right? But a good mentor always looks out. They have a open mindset. They have a big picture perspective. They look at things. So they're not looking at things for the now. They're looking at things for maybe the longer term. Do you understand what I mean? So if, for example, you have a mentor, or you have I'm trying to find a good example to explain to you what zooming out means, right? So, oh, for example, I want to go to school, right? You're going to school. I'm thinking of doing a degree, and your mentor may say, "Okay, why do you want to do that degree?" You may say, "Oh, because you feel like it is what is lucrative right now." Your mentor may look at your previous skills, right? If you've shared that information with them, and then they may try to combine that together with the course you are thinking of going to read, and be like, are you sure this is the best type of course for you? Do you think that it will fit into what you have now? And what kind of jobs would you think will be in the next 5 years time? So that's what a mentor kind of like does, to give you some guidance, to look out there, to look and give you a bigger picture perspective of things that you want to do, so that they would help you to make smarter decisions. They help you to see opportunities that you've probably missed, right? So that's benefit one of mentoring. The second benefit is accountability, right? When you have someone that is really, really looking out for you, that is always checking up on you, right? That's always like, okay, have you done this today? Honestly, you will show up differently. You will never show up the way you are, because this person will soon ask me for this, right? You will now push yourself more. It helps you to stay focused. And that is what mentoring does, pushing you, helping you to stay focused, helping you to, just bring out the best of you, right? So, accountability is also very important, because, as with anything in life, you need, especially when you're starting a project, you need accountability partners, or you need someone that would help you to push you, to check on your on your progress, to make sure that you are progressing really. So that's one other benefit of mentoring. Now, the third thing is confidence and growth. Yes, confidence and growth. With the right mentor, you gain courage to go. In fact, your goals become bigger than it becomes too big that even it scares you. When you have a mentor, they will empower you to have courage. And once you have that courage, you know everything has a snowballing effect. Once you have the courage, you go after big goals. If you have big goals, you start growing fast, and then you learn from someone else's experience, not just trial and error. This is so important, and this is where many of us are missing it. Sometimes people think that people brag, but sometimes they're just trying to share their experience so that you don't make the same mistakes, right? So, but if you find a real, true mentor, right? you will become more courageous to go after goals that you're even in your wildest dream you couldn't even have ever imagined. And not only that, you will grow fast and you wouldn't make the mistake that the previous person before you had made. This is the benefit of mentoring. Okay. So for example, now let me just give you a short story in my in my business, right? So I will never look, I'll never forget when someone helped me, right? I started my business when I started my business very newly, right? And um of course, when you start something new, you get very overwhelmed. That's just the honest truth. No matter how, whether it's going to school, whether it's starting a new job, there's that overwhelm you feel. So when I started, I did feel a bit overwhelmed, and I remember speaking to my accountability partner, okay? Almost like a mentor, but not directly a mentor. My accountability partner, and I said to her that I'm finding things very overwhelming. How do you do? And honestly, she spoke to me. She said, "Oh, why don't you start small? Why don't you do this? Why don't you, do that?" She was just kind of like breaking it into smaller chunks for me. Just speaking to her kind of like gave me perspective, it gave me growth, it gave me confidence that, you know what, I can do this. Because that one conversation just shifted everything for me. And it reminded me that we cannot grow alone. We grow through connection. We do not grow alone. We grow through connection. Okay. Now, if you've ever been thinking about finding a mentor or becoming one, this is your sign. This is honestly your sign. Look for someone whose value aligns with yours, who's where you want to be, and reach out. Start that conversation, okay? Start the conversation, all right? And in fact, this is one of the beauty of my digital business, right? I wanted to be a mentor, but I didn't know the best way to put myself in a position where I can be of help. And honestly, my business has given me that opportunity to be a mentor, and I'm impacting lives. That is what I want to become. And I know many of us out there are wanting to become mentors and they don't know how to go about it. They don't know where to start from. They don't know what to do, right? So you can use one stone to kill three birds. In our digital business model, you can also be trained to be a mentor. And after being a mentor, after a couple of years, after some time, you can become a coach. So not only are you, building something for yourself, you are impacting lives, right? You are impacting lives. You are touching people. You are supporting people to grow. It's so amazing watching them grow. The other day, I was talking to one of my mentees, and she was telling me, "Oh my goodness, Sister Lillian, I'm so glad I've started this business because before I was afraid of the computer, but now I'm not afraid anymore. I'm learning new things. It feels like my brain was blocked, but it's no longer blocked because of the things I'm learning." That for me is impact, right? That for me is impact. You can be that mentor. I know you are watching me here today. You want to be a mentor, you just don't know where to start. Our digital business model will give you that platform that you need to spearhead or to begin your mentoring journey. So be that mentor. Your experience can change somebody's life. All right. So thank you very much for tuning in today. If this resonated with you, I encourage you to take advantage of this model. Drop a comment, please share the live and tag someone who has been a mentor in your a mentor in your life. See, drop that comment. I need to know that you've found it resonational, like it resonated with you. And not only if it resonated, please think about being a mentor. Be a mentor, because I know you listening to me today, you have so much experience, you have so much to give. You are just struggling to find the right audience to give that knowledge to or that impact. I can tell you that my digital business model has given me the opportunity to be that mentor, and you can join today. So to find out more, that's my name. My name is Lillian, and my website address is www.lillianuluwakuide.com. And my goal and my vision is to empower those dreams. You see those dreams? Let's bring it to life and also impact your life. So not only do I want to empower those dreams you have, those goals you have, I also want to impact your life. And that is my motto. Okay? So looking forward to reading from you soon. Sign up there, register, and hope to see you soon. Take care.